started viewing somebody talking at me negatively or a way that I thought that I wasn't deserving to be spoken to, when I stopped viewing it as it coming out of my husband or coming out of a loved one or a friend or whoever, when I stopped viewing it as actually coming out of that person, and I started looking at it like a reflection, like a physical manifestation of the parts that I didn't love about myself, the parts that I was angry and inadequate or just unwilling to accept, embrace, or unconsciously just not aware of within myself. When I started looking at that ugliness coming from somebody else as the ugliness that's within me being shown to me, I started to view that person as if it was me talking to me instead of somebody else talking to me. I would just pretend in the moment that they were a physical manifestation of the areas within myself. And when I would picture myself yelling and screaming and being nasty and saying unkind things to myself, everything shifted. It stopped being, I better defend myself, to, that really makes me sad that I would speak to myself that way, that I would talk to me that way. And I know this might sound a little crazy, even like me saying it and how I even came up with it. To me, it was a little out there, but when I started viewing it as there's no difference between another person and myself, and they were just a mirror reflection of me, then I could treat that other person how I would want to be treated instead of feeling I got to do back to them what they were doing to me. So I would literally stop in a moment of rage from another person, have this whole thought process inside my head, because you're going to be thinking thoughts anyway. I was thinking thoughts anyway. Might as well make those thoughts something that benefit me. And instead of processing, okay, what am I going to say to attack back, instead, by looking at them and seeing it as I was talking to myself, I would find that compassion inside myself. Because I want to love every last bit of myself, because I only want reflected back in this world and from other people that same love. So if I want that unconditional, all-accepting love from other people, I want it for myself so that it's always reflected back. So there is no other option. And I would stop with a loved one in that moment of rage or senseless attacking, however you want to explain it, and I would literally be moved to tears, not because I'm being yelled at in victim tears, but true compassion tears, sad that I would feel that way about myself. And I would literally walk over and just hug, because I pictured it was me walking up to me and hugging myself and holding myself and loving myself. And that's where a lot of things really changed for me. Because I don't know about you guys, because I don't know if you've ever had this experience, and I've never really had the experience where somebody did this to me, where I was in a fit of rage and they just came over and started hugging me. But when I've done that, you just can't fight that. And even if you fight it and, get off me, get away from me, then just send that love and let that person go be in their fit. That was just a huge revelation for me, and it was a big game changer for me, and it really shifted things, and it allowed me to make different choices in the moment.